Start it back up again. Getting my chat started back up again. I kind of lost my live stream there. I'm just getting going again, but I'm just going to pick right back up where I was talking about and stuff like that, and about help, about helping others, about what to do about helping others. Last phone call I had just really just pissed me off. Are people out here broken? Are people are out here absolutely hurt? They're just on their heads, and they're so beat up and they're so devastated. Some people just live in such absolute operational arrogance that it just blows my mind, man. Some people just, man. Man, oh man. Screech Owl down over the hill. That's pretty neat. Thank you for joining my chat, y'all. Just getting fired back up again. I was live streaming just a little bit ago, and it kind of got a little bit sidetracked. I am outside of my church out here in Junction City. This is the Friendship Fellowship Community Church in Junction City, Ohio, and this is a beautiful little place. And Sunday service is at 10 a.m., so please stop by. But what I've been talking about today is a lot about spiritual warfare and a lot about helping other people out, because so many people out there need help. They are so hungry for Jesus. They're so hungry for release. So many people are so just distraught and they're so destroyed. They need help. And others have such incredible fathoming levels of arrogance because they operate in such crazy levels of evil that they can't even see Jesus. They can't even see that other people need help, especially the ones that are closest to them. I just got fired up on my live stream again. I was streaming just a little bit ago, and I had a phone call I had to take, so you know that happens. What I want to talk about so much and just keep hammering on is about spiritual warfare. It's about helping others, about what you can do to help others. And so many people, we have got our society so pre-programmed to tell people that they just need somebody to talk to. That's not the case. That's what you do to a child, is try to talk to them and see what their problems are. Somebody who's an adult who's screaming for help, man, don't leave them. Don't abandon them. Don't tell them it's going to be okay and they'll figure it out, because they're obviously not if they're asking for help. So many people are just so devastated and stranded out here. People say you don't have to go to church. Some of us do, because it's a hospital for the broken. That's where we go to heal and be surrounded around people who are amongst same-minded as what we are. It's a lot like a drunk going to a bar. A drunk goes to a bar to be surrounded around people who's just like him, who wants to indulge and be just as ornery as what they possibly can. I did that for a long time. And believe me when I say there's nothing but emptiness and pain in that. You can acquire all the things in the world. Doesn't mean there's happiness in it. What's at the end of it, at the end of your day? What do you actually think about is important? Think about what is important to Jesus and then put that into your own aspect of your own life. Do you know what Jesus cares about? Your own well-being. He doesn't care about money. He doesn't care about motorcycles. He doesn't care about vacations. He doesn't care about homes. I wish I could have $10,000. Yeah. But he doesn't. And once you're able to when you are able to humble yourself and realize that the spoils of this world are just empty pits, will your life absolutely change? Well, thank you. I appreciate that. But so many people really are just damaged and they're searching and they're hurting so bad that they don't know what to do. Yeah, I do. Thank you. Yes, I do. And until the Holy Spirit makes me feel compelled about not smoking, I probably won't stop smoking cigars. You know how many old guys I've seen? You know how many old guys I've seen at 80, 90 years old still smoke cigars? So much for smoking being bad for you. Yeah. I've seen healthy people drop over at 40 years old that didn't do anything in their lives. So good luck with that kind of talk. What you're supposed to actually do is uplift each other in this world, not bring each other down with a bunch of negativity, kind of like our friend Nicole Reese is in here. So many people, about like what it looks like in my chat so far, are pre-programmed to just be idiots, just pre-programmed to just be as foolish as possibly could be, instead of uplifting each other. Helping each other. I actually got it in my description about helping people, helping each other out, uplifting each other. Jesus Christ. But Jesus tells us to love one another. And people have got that all messed up because of their own free will. They've got it so messed up because of their own free will. So many people do. So many people have it pre-programmed in themselves that arrogance is the answer, and it's not. So many people have it pre-programmed that they think they have to cut people down to bring each other up, bring themselves up. And that's definitely not the case. My friend Anteater Willie says, "What's so uplifting about insults?" There is nothing uplifting about insults. That's what I'm wondering. Why people feel the need to insult so much. One thing that I do argue about is people's arrogance. One thing I do complain about is people's level of compellingness to feel like they got to say something shitty. You know, instead of actually uplifting each other to try to help each other out, helping each other out. Not arrogantly just saying something because you feel compelled to, you know, like literally kind of like what a lot of people like to do in different chats, kind of like in live streams. It really is kind of disturbing a little bit to see how people are just so idiotically arrogant instead of uplifting each other. There's definitely nothing insulting about what I said. Definitely maybe a little bit of arrogance. Preach against it, preach about it, preach with it. Some people, it's not, some people for Jesus, it's not for everybody, but he is for everybody. And everybody has to understand that and their own free will of letting their own arrogance go. You have to humble yourselves before you come to the Lord. And everybody has that so wrong. Everybody's got that so wrong. I mean, literally, everybody's got that so wrong. Our friend Kelsis says, "Do you think the world should have one religion?" I'm not sure how to answer that. I believe everybody. I think the whole world should believe in. That's actually kind of a good question. I feel like. And by the way, if anybody who's watching and they see my chat, I'll only let people say such foolish things for so long in my chat before I'll just have them removed, because I can't really take arrogance and people's insults all that well. Unless people are going to uplift and help each other out, bug off, or show up to church, because some people are so absolutely damaged, they think they have to insult others to make themselves feel better. They're not on here live streaming or trying to talk to anybody else, are they? They're usually sitting on their recliner just saying, look at this idiot, look at this idiot. People have that in them, and I can't believe that, because one day they're going to burn in hell. I ain't going to get to hug them in heaven. They're going to go down and burn in hell. I don't know if they got phone charge. For people that are watching my live stream chat that do like to talk so much trash into a lot of my stuff, I don't think they have charger ports in hell, so you may want to check on that. So what are you going to do when you get down there? Because you're going to be burning your ass up. There probably ain't charger ports in heaven either, now that I'm saying that. So, but I'm going to get to hug you in heaven. We're going to walk on streets of gold. It should be. Our friend says, it should be a tough question for Christians. You want to believe in true freedom, but also want everyone to believe in your religion, Jesus Christ. It is the only way. It's the only one. He's the only one that, Jesus is the only way. True freedom to me. So what is true freedom to me? Well, I will say that I've done a lot of soul searching in this world, and I've had a lot of the fruits of this world, and I will say that Jesus is the only thing that's kind of given me any type of peace and freedom. Everybody always wonder why Christians are so peaceful and happy. Other religions, boy, I don't know about that. I really don't know about that. So many of them that I see is all about child sacrifice. They're all about pagan religion, craft, magic. It's pretty crazy. You got to really, truly be able to read the Bible and understand it before you can kind of ask questions like that. You got to be able to help people out. You got to be able to uplift each other. Christianity doesn't turn people away until you deny Christ. You believe in freedom, just not freedom of religion. So you believe in freedom, just not freedom of religion. So you believe in freedom, just not freedom of religion. Got it. Yeah. I'll get rid of you too. Non-believer. Like I said, I don't like to, but sometimes I kick people out of my chat because they're just plain foolish. They got nothing but ridiculous stuff to say. And for the last one that got kicked out of my chat, I don't believe in other religions. Most of them are child sacrifice. Most of them are pagan religion. And that's really like all the holidays that we celebrate as well. They just fail to teach that a lot when we're growing up in our schools. I mean, millions of people there are in this world. I'll kick them right out of my chat. I don't care. That's entertaining to me a little bit. And it is, because there's some people who are just outrageously just arrogant. I mean, I've kicked a couple out of my chat already on this stream. It's been pretty good. Anyway, like I was saying about helping and spiritual warfare, trying to help uplift each other's and bring a lot of peace to each other instead of so much outright insult and arrogance to each other, because we're such pre-programmed of a society to. It's wonderful to knock and kick your buddies a little bit, to have that, but we're such pre-programmed to just jump right into the pile that everybody else, jump right into the, excitement and just start jumping up everybody and telling them no and kicking them around, telling them it'll be all right when it's not all right. When some of us are just outright hurting, when some of us are just so broken, screaming for help that a lot of times they're not trying to help. It usually takes a complete stranger to help a stranger. It's pretty unrealistic to not only see, but experience to how far your family will let you suffer and let you go when your stuff is falling apart, when the bills are overdue, when the tax man's after you, when the repo man is after you. Your family always just wants to say, I'm here for you, I'll help you. Where are you at? I was married one time, and this has been a long time ago too. I was married a long time ago. And hang on, a loud car going by, or motor, dirt bike, whatever. I'm close to the road. It's loud. Anyway, I was married years ago, and not at that point I was getting that, but my ex-father-in-law, he was a very smart man. He struggled a lot, like a lot of us. A lot of us all struggle. Some of us have some really hard times. But he told me a couple different stories about how he was going through a lot, about how he was, about how when he went through a divorce, moved back here to Ohio, brought his family with him, brought his kids with him. And he talked a lot about how his family wouldn't help him out either. And of course, when I was married to his daughter, we go to family reunions and his family would chime in and say some things, well, Mark, we was here for you. We helped you. And Mark would look over at me and he'd go, yeah, they were there. They were way back there watching me fall, watching me fail, laughing about it, condemning me for it, cussing at me about it, making me feel like I was just a piece of shit because of the way the world was treating him. It took me a long time to really realize that, because now I experience that. Anyway, I went to this, I'm talking a little bit about it. I was just at the South Central Ohio. I was just at the South Central Ohio District Nazarene Bible camp that's been going on for the past couple nights, and I've been over there visiting a couple different times. And last night I received a second grace sanctification, and a level of not give a shit has just ran through me. If Jesus doesn't care, then I don't. That's what my motto is now. Got stoned. Sweat bees. Sweat bees. What are small things that make you happy? Is it finance? Is it motorcycles? What is it? I'm trying out this new live streaming, live streaming stuff. So, kind of trying to figure it out here. I'm not the greatest at what I do. I just make attempts at it. Figure out. There we go. Got it. So anyway, I was at this Nazarene Bible church or Bible camp, and having some pretty wonderful experiences, honestly. Here are so happy. They're so wonderful. It's really heartwarming to see. There's like no loud car. It truly is fathoming to see how happy some of these people are. Like 40 kids accepted Christ into their life over this week. It's pretty amazing. We're so you know, when I was a kid growing up, I graduated in 2007. I'm only 37. But when I was growing up, there were so many kids. There were so many kids on drugs in those days, and there still are. Now they're all drug addicts or they're all dead. It was really unreal how many people had their kids on Adderall, Ritalin, antidepressants before they even got to high school. That makes no sense to do that to a child. Who thought that was even a good idea? What doctor was just like, on a national level, we're going to start telling all these parents to give their kids antidepressants and their motorcycles? I mean, who thought that was even a good idea? Look what they discovered. Look what they created. An absolute broken society that's just full of drug addicts. And now their parents are raising their parents, and their parents are raising their kids. It's horrible out here. It's absolutely disgusting. You know how many people are in rest homes that don't need to be there because they had to get away from their families? I mean, that's an actual real thing. I know more people that have literally put themselves in rest homes to just get away from their families. They give their entire homes away to them just so they get away. I can't believe I hear stories like that. That's miserable and depressing. I couldn't imagine being at a point where you actually feel like you got to get to a rest home to get away from your family, man. Anyway, I've been live streaming for a little while, and this is my second one, so I'm about out of fuel. I appreciate everybody joining.